on the verge of another historic bubble bursting. Millions of investors who have assumed their money was finally safe could possibly are about to get blindsided. The next bursting of this bubble, and it could happen at any time in the next few weeks or months. The next bubble isn't just going to pop, it could possibly explode. There's an enormous bubble in the US right now, and it's on the verge of bursting at any minute. And millions of investors who just thought their money was safe could suffer even more. It's a coming catastrophe. The US Treasury bubble very soon could possibly burst wide open. And as you know, Ben Bernanke, Henry Paulson, and the other people at the Fed and Treasury are flooding the financial system of cash. They're slashing interest rates, and they're bailing out seemingly every big corporation that raises a hand. It's almost as if Bernanke and Paulson are openly begging for more inflation or high inflation. The value of the US dollar could possibly take a very serious beating in the near term. More than $7.2 trillion worth of federal bailout money our government has now committed to. And this doesn't include the proposed $775 billion stimulus package being pushed by President Barack Obama. This is the simple fact. The U.S. government at this very moment is teetering on the brink of bankruptcy, and with each new federal bailout, we move one step closer to the potential downgrading of the U.S. credit rating. Yes, this is something that could happen. In the past few months, investors have raced away from stocks, corporate bonds, and commodities. And while scrambling for safety, they've created an enormous bubble in U.S. Treasuries. So much so, they have driven down the 3-month Treasury bill rate to negative territory for the first time since 1929, creating an overinflated bubble set for failure. Again, creating an overinflated bubble set for more failure. On December 15th, the Wall Street Journal proclaimed, in the wake of popped stock, housing, and commodity bubbles, some see a fourth bubble building in Treasury bonds. On December 12th, a Dallas Morning News headline confirmed that Treasury bonds have reached a dangerous bubble stage. And on December 26th of last year, no less an authority than Bill Gross, a man the New York Times calls the nation's most prominent bond investor, said that treasuries have some bubble characteristics, and certainly the Treasury bill does. And to be sure, here's how crazy the activity's been in the Treasury market. On the very same day, December 9th, 2008, in which the rates on 3-month Treasury bills turned negative for the first time ever, the U.S. still sold $30 billion worth of 4-week T-bills at a 0% rate. So then, that money is not going to stay parked in U.S. Treasuries forever. And at some point, most likely within the next few weeks, or perhaps next few months, that money will begin pulling out of Treasuries and back into equities. And when that begins to happen, watch out, pop. The bubble could burst. Perhaps this could happen. And here's the thing, amazingly, millions and millions of U.S. investors either don't see the coming danger or they simply choose to ignore it. And when this bubble bursts, and it's only a matter of time until it does, or it could, those very same investors who thought they were investing in a safe, secure investment vehicle are going to be wiped out. Yes, United States of America could lose its credit rating or be downgraded. It could also be on the verge of going into bankruptcy. There's only so much credit. Credit is limited in this world. This is a finite world. There's only so much money. There's only so many things they can do to the economy. And anyway, there's something more going on here than just the economy, because everything is interconnected or connected. The political sphere, the economic, the climate change, all these things are connected. The coming solar flare in 2012, perhaps magnetic pole shifts and the galactic alignment, everything is lining up. And something bigger is happening, more than meets the eye in many ways. And once again, all these are signs of the end times, transition days. And yes, real change is coming rapidly.